What is going on, everybody? So as you can see, the block is sitting here is actually Friday, March 3rd, and you see this barbell here. I'm gonna take that out. I don't know if they replaced it when they refreshed this block and boarded out and everything, but I'm gonna replace this factory one, which is a good barbell, with this aftermarket barbell right here. So let me open it up for you guys and show you what it looks like and what it does. Okay, so if it'll focus, there we go. This is the barbell here. It has two gaskets instead of just one that's in here. This basically helps the oil flow through the block and keep oil pressure inward, I guess. If this goes bad, then you'll lose all oil pressure. I'm gonna oil it up just a bit around these gaskets, or not gasket, O-rings, and we're gonna slide it in like that. It's gonna go in the block like that. Now first, before we do that, we're gonna take this old barbell out using a drill bit. Here we're just basically gonna drill this in, and then we're just gonna kind of slowly shake it outward. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, take this out. Come on, come on. There we go. Just shake it side to side, and it comes on out. There's the difference there. When you're rebuilding an LS engine, you might want to do this anyway, just for better oil scavenging, I guess, and whatnot. You see how I drilled a hole in this one. This one already comes with a hole in it with threads inside of it, so you can put like a small little bolt in there and screw it on and pull it out with some pliers or something without doing this from the factory. So yeah, let's put this on. Okay, we're gonna put the new one in. Sometimes these things are like super tight to get on there, but this one's doing good so far. There we go. And that's pretty much it, guys. So let's continue with the video. I forgot to show you guys that they give you instructions too. Here's a picture of it, the way that it goes in. By the way, this is the back of the block here. It says rear oil passenger plug barbell for GMLS. Get you to read that. You can pause the video if you want. And they show you what type of bolt you need to screw on that barbell there. So let's see, there's more information. I'll get you guys to look at that. Okay, and then I already, like I said, I put oil around the O-ring before I installed it. I actually put break-in oil from O'Reilly's and placed it on the O-ring. That way it doesn't dry up or anything, or have a dry startup or anything like that. So yeah, greatest hits here again. I'm back after a little over a month. It's been hell for the past month or so. just trying to get the block over there, which is, and everything else, which is the easy part. Getting it inspected, honed, and bored, or whatever, and all that. So this is my new slash used block that I bought from the machine shop. The other one that I bought off of Facebook, that block was cracked when I took it to the machine shop and they got it all cleaned up. They noticed the crack, and it was ruined. They couldn't fix it. It was on the deck surface here. I believe it was on the it was on the driver's side, on this side. So was not happy about that. So I took my cylinder heads back. I just got them cleaned up. They're not ported or anything, but just got them cleaned up a little bit, and I'm just gonna wait on that. Since this build is going to be kind of slow, I just want to make sure I'm doing everything right and that I'm not screwing nothing up, which I might, but that's part of learning and part of doing an engine build for the first time. This is the same iron block 5.3 right here is the Gen 3. So it's already bored out 30 over, so instead of the 5.3 being a 323 cubic inch motor, is a 331 cubic inch motor, so it's slightly bigger because of the bore. So I bought Summit Racing Pro LS forged pistons for boost. I bought myself some $200 Gen 4 aluminum rods. I think they're aluminum, and that should take care of the horsepower potential that I plan on doing with my car and this motor here. I don't think I've told you guys the goals on what I want to do with this, so I'm just going to let you guys know right now that I will be boosting this and putting a turbo on it. So I was back and forth on nitrous and whatnot, and I was like, I don't want to have to tear my motor down all the time because I got nitrous blocked off in the block. So I went with Pro Charger, and I was like, you know what, it's an easy install, you just get some accessories and all that. But Pro Charger is so incredibly expensive. Like for my kit, it's like $8,000 to $9,000 for my Firebird. I'm not doing that. That's insane to make only 10 to maybe 15 pounds of boost and make 1,000 horsepower or so. I can buy a single turbo kit and spend half that, or even less than half that. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna do typical 5.3 stock bottom end sort of turbo build. So that's what we're doing. So like I said, it's 30 over. I have Summit pistons. I have Gen 4 rods. The stock crank is not finished. They haven't even gotten to balancing it yet because they just have so much work they have to do at the machine shop. So right now I'm going to paint the motor blue since my car is white and blue. And I'm going to start off with a primer first. After I do that, I think in the next video I'm going to start gapping the rings. Make sure the cylinder is 100% clean because your gap can be off by I don't know how many thousandths of an inch if you don't clean it properly. If you don't clean it properly, the rings are not going to seat properly when you go and put the pistons in there and you run it, and you're going to have problems and more wear and tear. I think that's about it. I'm going to start taping everything and everywhere I can, really. And we're going to paint it, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and clean this off a little bit. Even though the machine shop did a wonderful job on this, there's still a little bit of surface rust, and so that's pretty much it. If you guys want to know how much I spent on this block, it's $500. I didn't pay for tax or anything like that. They kind of helped me out on that part, so I'm $900 in with just cylinder heads and loose parts and this block and whatnot. As far as the other parts that I bought, I'm actually probably $1,100-$1,200 in right now, and I have another $1,200 to $1,500 more to go. So, you know, stuff ain't cheap. You know, modifying an engine ain't cheap. I mean, building an engine in general is not cheap. So, it's just a big learning curve. So, it ain't easy, guys. It ain't easy. So, that's why I'm taking my time. So, let's get to it. Okay, guys, so I cleaned off the block here where the paint is at on both sides and towards the front here. So what I used, a lot of people use multiple different methods, but I used brake clean, and I didn't spray it like directly on the engine. I sprayed it on a rag, a clean rag, and then I just started wiping everything and just getting all the nasty dirt off. And that's pretty much it. That's all I did. So I'm gonna put 2 coats of gray primer on here first, let it sit for a while. I don't know how long I'm gonna let it sit for a while, and then maybe 3, I don't know, I'm probably gonna do 2 coats of this, maybe 3, and then like 2 to 3 quarts, 2 to 3 coats of blue engine, Ford blue. I was looking for some other blue other than the word Ford because, you know, I don't particularly care for Ford stuff unless if it's Mustang or Ford GT or anything like that. Anyways, this is what I'm using. I bought this from O'Reilly's and this as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're pretty much done here. I'm gonna go ahead and take all the tape and everything off. I know I didn't paint the back of the engine. I'm probably gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that part later. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but it's kind of hard painting the back of the block in the first place because you got all of this going on back here with the engine stand. So I'm just gonna worry about that part later, and then I may have to paint the top part of the block down here since I covered it up. But we'll just see how it looks, and we'll take care of it later. But for now, let's take all of this off and see what it looks like, because it looks really, really freaking good, and I'm very excited right now. So of course, I'm going to take a lot of this paint on here on the deck of this block underneath off. I'm going to take all this off and clean it. But take all of this off. So far, it's looking good. I'm going to keep that paper towel in that hole there. Put this engine over. Take all this tape off. Ooh. You're not really going to be able to see this anyhow because the timing cover is going to fit over here and a lot of other stuff. So I don't think I'm going to paint that at all. And so far it looks phenomenal. And I'm just taking all this off. Man, it just looks phenomenal in this blue paint. Now I'm super stoked, guys. I'm trying to contain myself, but I think I did a pretty decent job for what it is. Yeah, I still got a lot of work to do, and yeah, I gotta have. The only thing that I don't have, guys, right now, the only thing that I don't have is the cylinder head gasket, the valley plate gasket. I don't know if I'm going to be running knock sensors anymore because I'm going to be making a lot of power. Probably going to put the knock sensors somewhere out here like I see some guys doing on their engines. I need to get a camshaft. I need to get lifters, lifter trays. I got all the sensors for this engine. So I do have that. What else, guys? I need to get my cylinder heads checked. I might port them, but they're 862 heads, and when you're making a lot of boosts, you don't necessarily need to have ported cylinder heads. You can run your stock heads and just have ARP head bolts and some other supported mods to hold all that power, torque, and boost and stuff like that. So I'm probably just going to get them cleaned and polished or whatever. So yeah, I pretty much have everything else except for the top end of the engine, the lifters, and the cam. I don't have valve springs. I don't have rocker arms. So yeah, it's a lot of crap. And I don't have an oil pan gasket either. So yeah. Oh. And a oil pump here. I don't have that. So yeah, it's just a lot of crap that I need to get. I hope y'all like this video as much as I did. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of clean the deck surface of the block because there's some surface rust after sitting for a little while. It doesn't take long for iron blocks to rust. So I suggest you keep oil on it and in it. That way it doesn't rust. And cover it up with a black bag or whatever you have, as far as, to keep the engine from, rusting or having some water sitting somewhere. But once I get just about almost everything for this engine, as far as the short block is concerned, I'm going to go ahead and put it together. I'm going to take an air chuck and just go through every single hole in this engine. That way there's no water in it, because water does not compress. And when water doesn't compress, it cracks the block. It breaks all kinds of stuff. So make sure that there's no water anywhere at all when you're doing this. So I don't know why I'm talking about all of this, because it's just me painting my engine, but I'm really excited that I got this part done and it looks good. Just needs some touching up, but anyhow, yeah, if y'all like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and subscribe, comment, share. Please watch this whole video, and that's it, guys. Greatest Hits out.